Number two is the categories. So right underneath where you would change your name, you can change your categories. And I'll click on this and show you. Every business has a primary category and then additional categories underneath. And we've set our primary to general contractor because that's what we are. And we've added some of the particular types of projects that we do. And there's a little bit of nuance here. So if you're on a super competitive area, you want to do some research by doing some searches, pretending you're a customer, just like I did here. Type in your service and your location and see who's showing up, and look at your competitors and see which categories they show up for. And you might find that there's a certain category that they aren't using, and maybe you want to set that as your primary category so that you can at least show up in the top spot for that category. Because showing up in the top spot for a lesser used category is infinitely better than showing up in the 20th spot for the most common categories. So that's what marketing is all about, is looking at the playing field and looking at your competition and figuring out an angle where you can beat them. If you're in a not so competitive area, or you're already showing up on top of Google easily, then you can add more categories. And none of this stuff is permanent. Like, you don't want to be changing this stuff every day, but you can change your categories, watch what happens for a month or two, and then make a change and see if anything changes. If it gets worse, change it back. If it gets better, then you've figured out, something that works better. So number one was the name of your company on Google Maps. Number two is the categories that you choose.